Now that we've got our Unreal Engine and end display set up and rendering to our screen, we've set the screen placement using the Control app. We're going to calibrate and set up the Control app for using the AR tracking. Now, this isn't always perfectly accurate, but it is a great little tool for Previs. Hello, Theo. I've got my little L here, which is, I've got my little L tape here, which is where I'm eventually going to calibrate my Vive Mars. But right now I'm going to use that for a calibration for the Control app. So first we want to make sure that the plane that we're selecting is all the way on the ground. This looks pretty good. And I'm just going to select this spot. I would actually place it in the correct direction, which is nice. And then I'm going to recenter my tracking, but I'm also going to recenter my AR stage, and we will see this is our frustum camera, which shows up here. If you hit these three little dots, it will open up the AR tracking menu. These network settings here will be the master end display node. Right now, the master end display node is the same thing that is running this Unreal Engine editor. So it's nice and simple. It is the same IP address as our other network settings. Now they are different. So if you have a render node, you will want to make sure that this is correct, and you won't want to start this AR tracking before you put in this information. If you don't want to use end display, or you just want to use this in editor, you can deselect the end display and make sure that the editor is still selected. So you can see my calibration kind of jumped around. We can actually reset that. Sometimes you'll lose it. So I'm going to enable the AR tracking, and you can see that the frustum camera disappeared. If we make our stage a little smaller, you'll see the frustum camera show up in front of us. Now, if we had the AR stage on a desk or something, you would see it. But if you put it all the way up, it'll be 1-to-1, which means that we are inside of that camera. Now I'm just going to close this. And then we want to go to the in-camera VFX tab. So now we want to go to the in-camera tab, and then we're going to go to the tracking menu, which is up here. And then we're going to select the Control app, AR tracking, and then hit enable. The tracking will work. You'll want to go into your end display config and make sure that the Control app settings for AR tracking are set up. You may have to enable this, but it will likely be set by default. So if you go down into the VP Toolkit settings, it will be there in the details panel. So now our tracking is live, and we can actually see it in end display there and see it in live in the editor. Tracking is now live with the AR app. So now we can use this for Previs or to find locations within our virtual environment. Right now it's designed just for Previs, and if you want to give it a try for indie setups, so now while we're using this system, we could go in and set a camera marker. And if we set a camera marker, it should drop where we were in that location. Find your shot using this. So let's say I want to pan the stage until we found where we want to be. Now we can go into our location tab and set this as a location marker. So now if we want to return here, we'll be able to. And if I back up, you can see that we've dropped a location marker. In the next video, I'm going to go over using a production camera with the Vive Mars to go through a workflow and set location markers and do all of our pre-light and tech viz with this environment. Have fun, let us know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one.